This is that moment we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
On our veranda in the sunshine.
Yeah.
On our rocking chair.
Yeah.
Where's our banjos? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a wait, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else have you got to do to it?
Lots. We've got to build it.
Yeah. We've got to put wood up on the top.
Yeah, and we need to put the decking down, put the fence in, and drink more tea in it.
And all that. I look like a right weirdo. I'm like, is it recording? I'm like an old granny. Making a willow dome. I was going to do it in the community, but obviously all that's not happening now. So I got some materials. I thought I might as well shove it in and make my own dome. So I put a stick in the middle and put a string on it with a knot on the end. And I've taken that round the circle and pushed in some willow rods all the way round. And then I'm going to bend them over to meet in the middle and weave them all in. So it'll be a growing dome. It'll look good there, isn't it? And as it grows, we'll weave it all in further. Easy to do. Can't wait to see what it's like when it starts growing. We've got the veranda half up now. And the front garden's coming on. And my little saplings are growing. And my cuttings all coming on. Got lots of plants in the front garden. Rhubarb's doing well. Got a couple of lines of pallet collars in now. That donkey starts every time I try and make a video. That's coming on. We've got some new additions. We've got some more chickens. They're living in the little polytunnel at the moment. They're shut in today because it's wet and horrible. They're in there. They're point of lay. We haven't started laying yet. Goats are in their house today because it's a bit wet. Everything's starting to come up. The onion sets have got growth on. We're nearly ready with the polytunnel. Getting all the paths and all the beds in place. My seeds are nearly ready to go in. The first lot anyway. Lots coming on. That's some Oriental saladini mix, some spinach, some nice spring onions coming up there already, lettuce, more perpetual spinach, some Nero kale, and in here yesterday I put salad rocket and some radish. This is the thing Alan made to make the raised up beds. So it's all coming together. Should be ready to trot very soon. This is my hotbed. I start all my seeds. It's full of manure in there. It's nice and warm for the seedlings. They're coming up really fast. And we put some pipe on there so that if there's a frost we can cover it in. Yeah, it's really coming together now. And the chickens, hopefully they'll start laying soon. That's just a temporary house and run for the moment. Alan's bringing the mushroom compost. Let's go to look at the mushroom compost pile. See how we're getting on with it. Had 17 tonnes. So he's definitely made a hole in it. Going down. Making a cave in there by the look of it. Silly man. God, it's muddy down here. Been laying the hedge along here. Should bush out nicely as the year goes on. Never got round to doing all of it and it's too late now, so I'll have to wait till next autumn now as the birds have started nesting. Just wanted to talk a little bit about mulching and the Back to Eden method and the roof stout method. All of those is all copying nature really, and this little corner over here is a good example of that. If you see what's happened over the autumn and winter, all of these little trees here have put down their leaves onto the soil. Okay, no one's dug this or anything. That's just all from the leaves. Okay, so that's exactly doing what the roof stout method and the mulching kind of no dig method is all doing that. And basically killing off all the grass and everything underneath, preparing the ground for other plants to come in and set their seed there with a perfect layer of mulch. Okay, there's no scientific old-fashioned kind of best way of doing it. It just chucks all its shit down and kills off everything and creates a perfect growing medium. Okay, alright, there's nothing being sent off to the lab or any kind of shit like that. It's just bunging down mulch and creating a growing area. Alright? Perfect. Look at those ornamental black currants. Wish you could smell them. It smells just like Ribena. This is my little secret garden. I'm going to turn it into a bit of a mini woodland, I think. So I've been planting up wild garlic and primrose and bluebell. Doesn't look very natural at the moment, does it? But That'll all spread in the next few years. Some lovely fields behind. A beautiful old hawthorn on the edge. I love it back here. This is my little recharging space. If you look carefully on the ground here, and you see these ridges going like this. This is where they used to grow all their cabbages and potatoes in lazy beds that they used to make in Ireland. Ridged up ground for growing in. The generations of people did that here. This is a bit of a special place, and I'm just going to let it kind of go wild down here, really. That's my idea. And let all the trees just grow and do what they want. Some gnarly old ash here. I think it's probably got ash dieback, to be honest. There's little ash coming up everywhere. Self-seeded. Old crack willow that's half fallen down and started growing again over here. That can all stay. It looks dead, doesn't it? But then you spot the new growth coming up there. This is how it moves across the land. It's boggy down here. There's rushes and dead wood. It's perfect habitat for any bits of wildlife. I found where they obviously used to chuck all their old bottles. At the end of the garden of the old cottage. I love it back here. I'm going to keep trying to add more native plants as well as letting it wild. And I'll just cut paths now and again, letting these ashes grow. But again, I think they're probably diseased. Let's see what they do. Some of them seem okay and others not. So let's see what happens. Let nature do its thing a little bit. It's a lovely bit of garden and completely private. So this is my special little time out place. It's going to be beautiful here in about a month's time. A nice big ash there. It'll all be out in leaf soon. We're about a month behind England, I'd say. Our daffodils have only just come out here, and this ornamental currant has literally just come out in the last day or two properly. There was a few on there, but now it's an absolute burst of colour in amongst all the decay and dying. There's this burst of beautiful bright pink and an almost acid green, and the smell just hits you as you come out here. Oh. This poor old ash has been, it's not an ash, sorry, it's an alder, been chopped down, but they coppice lovely, so I'm just going to let it regrow. Love it out here, I do. Absolutely love it. very soon the hawthorn is going to be in flower as well. I've just noticed. You see all the little buds coming. Won't be long. Won't be long at all. Look at all the leaves appearing on my currants all of a sudden. Springing up out of nowhere. I love this time of year. I haven't shown you my dome that I made the other day. That's my raspberry patch. Not much life going on there yet, really. Oh, actually, there's a bud. There's lots of trees. You can't see much out here at the moment. It just looks like a dead bit of land with sticks sticking up. But there's little trees in everywhere out here that I've put in. And I've built this willow dome that will all grow. That's the doorway in. And as it grows, I'll weave it all together to make a living dome. Eventually, take a bit of work. It'll soon change as all the leaves start to come out. See all my fruit trees across there. All the labels on. It all looks just like nothing at the moment, doesn't it? But when you look a bit closer, you can see that there are, in fact, trees growing everywhere. This is the start, a very start of a food forest. This is a really boggy area, so I've put quite a lot of willows here. And eventually there's going to be a pond over there. So much to do. This is a hybrid poplar we got off those way out west people. You just shove it in the ground and it literally grows. It's grown like all of that, which is what, nearly 2 foot since I planted that in the winter before Christmas. This birch has really taken off. I've had that in a pot for a few years. Now it's nearly, well, it is as tall as I am. Pretty good, huh? I went and got lots of the cheap little tree packs. They're only 3 for €15. So I basically bought 6 fruit trees this time, 6 last time, and bunged them in. Got a mixture of apples. Quite pleased how it's coming on now. The veranda's nearly done. There's a donkey over there, can you see him?